Coming up on this week's episode of the Dough Necessities.
In my teenage years, I'd go with my dad to the donut shop and help him make donuts.
Before we get started, don't forget to check out our merch store. Mugs, shirts, you name it. Check it out.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are in Parker, Colorado today, just south of Denver, visiting the Donut House. Now, this place was started in 2009 by Omar Adilia, and his son has kind of taken over things a little bit more now. His dad's retired. They have been in the baking industry for a long time. We're going to kind of go over that with Mo today, his son. Super excited to be here. These guys have been baking for a long time, and they just thought one day, hey, well, we might as well just open our own shop. Now, they have 6 locations all around the Denver area, and they are super busy creating some delectable treats. As I said earlier, we're going to be meeting with Mo, Omar's son. He is going to give us the rundown, the shakedown, the hoedown, whatever you want to call it, right? On why they are standing out in the Denver area. There's a lot of donut shops here in Denver, so really excited to see them. Let's go.
Hello, welcome to the Donut House. I'm Mo.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Love the shop.
Welcome,
I can see why you wanted me to come to this location too.
This is my baby. So decided to open here in Parker, Colorado, because this is where my mom was born.
Oh, really?
And my family on my mom's side is all from Parker, and so this town in particular means a lot to me. So here at the Donut House, we are known for being the very first donut shop in Colorado to have croissant donuts. We had them back in 2010. So we have the famous squares right here. We like to have fun with them. We can get them filled. All of our donuts here at Donut House are always filled fresh to order every single time. We have multiple options between croissant donuts, Bismarcks and Long Johns, and then we have a list of fillings that constantly changes. I submitted these into a big national donut competition, and we came in 3rd place.
Wow.
Nationally.
Yep.
There was hundreds of shops at the time, but when we submitted this, it became trendy and everybody wanted to come and try it. And it was so much fun. And then I started seeing other people replicate it later on down the road. It's really cool to see though. And we also make our little mini croissant donut bites as well. And those are really great for parties. You can get them custom filled as well with individual fillings like strawberry, Nutella, Bavarian cream, and cloud white cream. And we can customize them and decorate them for parties and events. We also make a 15-inch party donut that is custom to order, but you can get it with glazed chocolate or any of our icings that we have standard. But if you wanted a special color, we can definitely do that for you as well.
Walk me through the history of Donut House.
I grew up with my dad as a donut baker. He worked for all kinds of donut shops. He was a single dad. You'd go off to work and you'd come home with a box of donuts every single day. And I ate about half of them before he even woke up. In my teenage years, I'd go with my dad to the donut shop and help him make donuts, whether he was working at Winchell's or Lamar's. Lamar's is around, they do a great job. They're a big company, they got a lot of locations. They definitely have given me an opportunity as well. They put on this big donut event every year where they invite multiple donut shops and we pair with whiskey distilleries and we do a big competition. Last year there was over 26 Colorado donut makers and we were fortunate enough to walk away with 1st place People's Choice. And I worked with him from the ages of 15 until about 18, and we were working together one night and we get a call and the guy is asking, he's like, hey, listen, I own a donut shop and I'm looking for another baker. Do you guys have any bakers available who can come and help us out? I said, hey, I could use some extra money, and at least for the summer. So I went there and I started working, and I could tell that the owner of the business was kind of just struggling, didn't really want to deal with it. One day I just kind of made a joke with him and I said, hey, sell it to us, we'll make payments on it. But a couple months later he approached me and he said, are you still interested in buying the location if we were to allow you to make payments on it? But we were fortunate enough to put together 10 grand, but as a down payment, and the gentleman, he allowed us to make payments. It took us about 2 years to pay off the first location. From there, we just started to grow. I went off to the mountains and I opened up another donut shop for another family, and they're called Sweet Colorado.
Still in business. They got 3 locations, I think. Yeah.
Still in business. They have 4 locations. They're ranked top donut shop in the state of Colorado, top 5 in the nation by Yelp. They do an amazing job. All of our donuts are the same, with some of the flavors being a little bit different, but what separates them is they're very like creative and they like to have fun. They get a little crazy with it. We are more of like your family donut shop, more your classic, traditional, come in with your family. What's really unique about Sweet Colorado is you go in, you get a donut, and then they offer you a shot. We took over this donut shop and it was like, let's build it up for our family. Let's just stick together and make it work. It was almost like I couldn't leave. You know, I knew that it was my calling. I knew that I had to stay around and make sure that this business grew big enough to support multiple families.
One thing that's really unique about your shop, and I'd love for you to give us a tour a little bit, like just here in the lobby, there's a lot of art with signage on it. These are all for sale. What drove you to do something like this? I've seen this only in like 1, maybe 2 other shops.
In most of our locations, 5 out of 6 locations, you can get to see a mural on the walls, and it's all hand painted, beautiful, beautiful murals. I think an artist walked in one day and they saw the mural and they were also just inspired by it. And they said, hey, listen, I'm an artist and I belong to the Parker's Artist Guild, which is a local artist faction here in the town of Parker. They approached me and they said, would you be interested in maybe putting some art on your walls? And previously I had art of our donuts on canvases put on the walls, and it looked really good. It looked like an art gallery. So they came in one day and they put all the art on the wall, and I was just so blown away. And not only that, we sell the most art anybody in town. We give 100% of the proceeds back to the artist, and every 3 months they come in, they change out their art. We get fresh new walls to look at. We also help a local cause, which is very important for me, especially in the town of Parker here. This location of ours is our Gelato Creamery. So we are expanding and adding gelato to all of our locations, which is kind of unique. I needed something in the afternoons. I needed something so I can extend my hours later down the road. Currently, I've converted 2 of our locations into a Gelato Creamery, and now we are converting this one here to sell gelato in the next few days.
That's awesome.
We have a partnership with another gelato company, so we actually also make all of their gelato.
Cool.
And we send it to them. They're in a really busy mall area, right in the food court. Our ingredients come from Italy. And this is officially Italian gelato. And I'm super excited to incorporate it with all of our locations here in the future. And so that's the next step for the Donut House. And it is a process, it is a science, and it requires attention, and it requires an artist. I met these young kids who just graduated from CU Boulder, and they started this company called Goodie Bag. And Goodie Bag is a very, very cool and unique program where we can put what we don't sell on their website, and then people will go in and purchase it for a discounted price. It makes me feel good that I'm not throwing things in the trash. I'm giving it away as a discount. If you're the boss, you can kind of make your own decisions, and that's why we love what we do. That's why we love Donut House, because it's ours. We don't have to listen to anybody. Nobody can tell me what kind of donuts I can make. We built this company from the ground up, and I love it. I love it. I love my customers. I love my employees. I love what we do. I love our donuts. I still enjoy donuts after almost 20 years in this business. I'm super excited to announce that we finally added our own Donut House box.
That's huge, actually.
Yeah, very thankful for my designer for helping me come up with this. He did a great job.
Super important question. What are the fan favorite donuts here?
Cinnamon Crumble Famous Square. You know, our apple fritters, we won an award with them many years ago. That was the very first donut that won an award at a competition. People love our fritters. They're different than everybody else's. I would say the amount of apples that we use, we're very generous with it. We're generous with our cinnamon. We also rotate our fritters every 3 months. This is one of the first I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody else do this one. This is what we call the Orange Cinnamon Crunch, and it is a very unique flavored fritter. Super excited to bring in our Palisade Peach Fritters. We make them every year. I go out to Palisade and I buy the peaches, I bring them back, we cut them up, we make jam out of them, and then we use it to make the Palisade Peach Fritter.
All right, guys, you might notice I've got a guest with me. This is my friend Aaron. You guys lived in Utah for a while. That's where I met you through one of my family members. Yep. And then they moved to Denver. So she told me about the donut house and a few other donut shops. So I thought it'd be fun to have her as a guest on the show here. Now, Aaron, really important job that you have here. Which donut should we try first? We got the croissant square. I think that's what they call it, right? The apple fritter. The glazed donut, which that looks
It looks delicious, yeah.
This is strawberry chocolate Nutella. That's one of their specialty ones. Boston cream. This is cinnamon crumb. He said I could not leave the shop without trying that. He said that these ones are super good, so he would not let me out of the shop without having that one of those. And then these are just leftover croissant donut dough that they make into essentially donut holes or donut bites. And then you can also have them filled with custard or, a few other fillings too. So Aaron, since you're the guest, which one should we try first?
I think we should try their famous croissant square.
I was hoping you'd say that, actually.
Because that one is the one that my husband and I fell in love with when we first tried them.
And he said that's one of the donuts that they're really well known for.
Oh, so, that's their signature.
Also, this is a Dough Necessity first. As far as how civilized we are on this review, we have a fork and a knife, a plate and napkins. I feel like I'm almost like at a fancy restaurant.
Right, well, you gotta, beaten donut house, you gotta have some.
It's fancy with plastic and
paper.
Paper can be anyway, right? We're just gonna try a small piece here.
Let's do that. We'll just do it.
Oh my gosh. Just cutting through this. I mean, hopefully I don't eat these words, but literally, usually I can tell even when I'm cutting through or pulling apart a pastry of any kind, really, if it's gonna be really good. But check this out.
They are
the
flaky.
Layers, flaky, just flaky goodness. That's just insane. So, Aaron, I'm gonna cut this in half. Okay, I'm really excited to try this. It's okay. Gotta do the cheers
thing. There we go.
thing.
Cheers.
Glaze isn't super sweet, which is nice.
This is beautifully fresh too. It's super flaky.
And I mean, as I'm eating that, just got the nice flakiness there. It's just really good. You can just peel it apart.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's go on with the filled croissant square.
Okay.
It's got cinnamon. Toast.
Usually, at least with Bavarian anyway, or certain things, you can usually tell if it's imitation or fake. This is definitely well-made Bavarian.
That's a good cream,
Yeah, it is. Usually, a lot of people, not a lot, but some people do ask me, well, how can you tell? One telltale sign is if the Bavarian tastes almost like powdered milk. It has a powdered milk flavor. Some of you young whippersnappers might not know what powdered milk is, but I grew up drinking powdered milk every now and again, and it just has a very imitation flavor. Not necessarily imitation, because it does come from milk, but I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but
it tastes reconstituted.
Yeah, it does taste like it does have eggs in it as well.
It tastes like a custard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which one are we gonna go to next, do you think?
Let's do the Nutella Strawberry.
Okay, sounds good. I have a feeling this one's gonna be very rich.
It looks very rich and moist. Okay, this one's a bit messy. We're gonna...
Yeah, it is. And I feel like that's actually foreshadowing of how the glazed donut's going to taste, because that's essentially looks like it's the glazed donut, but with Nutella. To be honest, I actually didn't like that one very much. Aaron, which ones do we want to do next?
Let's try that little tiny cinnamon crumb.
All right,
should we cheers this one?
Yep, cheers.
All right, let's try this one.
Way better than any store-bought cinnamon donut you can buy.
That tastes like a cake donut.
It is. It's just a mini cake donut.
That's good.
And because it's got cinnamon on it and it's so small, I think it probably doesn't have any calories.
Right.
It's got to be
right. Zero
calories.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That one's really good. Nice amount of cinnamon around it, and then the cake has a nice
It's got a nice crumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Almost got a little bit of a crisp to it too.
I think that's what I like about that one. I don't like when you get a donut and it's kind of mushy. This one tastes like it's got a nice crisp fried shell.
I'm sure a lot of people, or some people, would disagree with me, but a true cake donut, in my opinion, it should always be slightly crispy on the outside.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do the glaze. Other than filled donuts, so Boston cream or raspberry, the glazed donut is the second most popular. Yep. So.
All right.
Okay. Super soft inside. like a pillow, as I say. The glaze is really good.
That's really good. And it's also not overly sweet.
Takes me back to when I was in Boy Scouts at a young age. We would get donuts. This is the type of donut that we would get a lot of times. As I say, that's something I would wake up at 6 a.m. and get a dozen or two.
It kind of tastes like the ones my mom used to make when I was a kid. Let's try the last one.
I'm gonna leave the Boston cream one for later. Sorry, guys.
There you go.
But I'll let you know if it's any good. I'm sure it is. Really good. Lots of apples, lots of cinnamon, just like what Mo was telling us at the shop there. Gotta do the cheers.
Cheers. You just have to eat with your fingers.
Good amount of apples. Could use a little bit more cinnamon, but other than that though, really good. It's not doughy. I did see how thick it was. It wasn't super thick, but I was still a little worried. I'm like, hopefully this is really good because I don't like it when it's doughy inside. So this is cooked to perfection, really good.
My favorite thing about an apple fritter is all the extra edges in a fritter.
Yeah.
You get all the extra crispy and
I was just about to say, and the crispiness too. It's just
and
it's hard to really compare it to other donuts because there's really nothing like an apple fritter except the different variations of the flavors like the raspberry, peach, whatever.
Apple hands down is I think my favorite.
All right, Dough fam, let's go over the donuts that we tried at Donut House, shall we? I'm super excited. This was a really nice donut shop that we visited. Mo, thanks for showing us around your shop. Seriously, love visiting with you. Let's get right into it. First one we tried was the Glazed Donut. Super soft, Krispy Kreme-esque, we'll say. Really good. If you like big national chains, that's definitely one that I liken a lot of donuts to because I know a lot of people who just love those Krispy Kreme glazed donuts. The glaze was all the way around it, and then the dough was just super soft and fluffy. The next one we tried was the strawberry Nutella. This one was really good, especially with the strawberries on it and everything like that. Really rich and really sweet for me though, but overall though really good. I can definitely see why this is a popular donut. Definitely give that one a try if you like Nutella and especially strawberries. The strawberries definitely are a nice, cherry on top, so to speak. Or should we say strawberry on top? Next one we tried was the apple fritter. Lots of apples in each bite, cooked really well. Like I mentioned, I'm always worried whenever they start getting a little thick that they are going to be doughy, but they know how to cook these fritters at the Donut House for sure. No uncooked dough in this one. The only thing it can improve on a little bit is just maybe a little bit more cinnamon or something like that. But overall, really good flavor. Most definitely one of the best ones that we've had on the Dough Necessities. The last one we tried, one of the things they're known for is the croissant square. Really good flavor, flaky and lovely. Just absolutely a treat to have this one. Really good. I liked it. This is definitely one that I would stop in specifically next time we're in Denver to just get that one because there's a lot of donut shops around that they have their specialty ones where people stop in, whether it be glazed donut, croissant donut, what have you. Croissant square though, this is definitely one I would stop in and get. I can see why they're known for this. Most definitely stop in if you're a croissant aficionado like I am. I love croissants so much. Final score for the Donut House is going to be a 7-7. I've always said if anything is over a 7.5 for the score, most definitely worth stopping in anytime you're in town visiting. Please do yourself a favor, stop in the Donut House and try at least the croissant donut, or the apple fritter, or the glazed donut, or the strawberry Nutella, whatever your jam is. Talk to you later, guys. See you next time.
Tell us in the comments what you thought the best looking donut was. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if there's a donut shop you'd like us to check out in your neck of the woods, go ahead and drop a comment below or email us at dough@doughnecessities.com.